This is my dream car.
Yeah, I like this. Been waiting to get in this.
Real people have a lot to say about the award-winning vehicles at the Chevy Summer Sell Down.
Wow.
The design's great.
I love it.
#1 in my book.
That's awesome.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
If you could get 20% cash back on this vehicle, what would you do?
I think I'm gonna drive it through that wall and take it.
Find your tag and get cash back for 20% of the MSRP on select 2016 Chevy vehicles in stock. That's over $10,000 cash back on this Chevy Silverado. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Hello, steak.
They can take the car in the next 5 minutes. Otherwise, it's going to be a week. He'll be right there.
Taking care of your car shouldn't take over your life. With Meineke, save time and schedule your appointment online. Come in now for a basic oil change for just $19.95. Meineke, on with life.
Thousands of mourners said their final farewells to 3 of the 5 slain Dallas police officers today. Dallas Police Sergeant Michael Smith, Senior Corporal Lorne Aarons, and Dart Officer Brent Thompson were all laid to rest today. The men were killed nearly a week ago by a sniper as they protected marching protesters. Services for the other 2 officers are set for Friday and Saturday. And as the civil unrest continues to roll out across the country, President Obama is now looking for a middle ground between civil rights leaders and police. A meeting at the White House wrapped up not long ago, and there the president met with law enforcement officials, activists, and faith leaders, and many others as well, all to talk about building a bridge ensuring justice for all Americans. This coming after the shootings of Alton Sterling and Philando Castile last week and the subsequent shootings of those 5 Dallas officers. Allison?
Well, Leon, it's been more than a week since a Virginia man was injured stepping on a firework in New York Central Park. And as our Northern Virginia Bureau Chief Jeff Goldberg reports, now survivors of the Boston Marathon bombing are offering words of inspiration to help with his recovery.
There are many words that can be used to describe 18-year-old Connor Golden.
Kind and well-meaning.
A very strong person.
Which is why Terry Lowe Edwards and her son Ryan, close friends of Connor through the chorus group at Oakton High in Vienna, could not believe it after finding out that Connor's left leg had to be amputated below his knee last week after he jumped from a rock in Central Park and unknowingly detonated what police describe as homemade fireworks.
Just shocked and saddened by this.
We felt like we wanted to help, but we were helpless.
So last week, Lowe Edwards started a GoFundMe page to help pay for medical costs. It has raised nearly $50,000 from nearly 600 people. Donations coming in from Northern Virginia, New York, and from Jessica Kensky, an amputee as a result of the Boston Marathon bombing. She and a fellow survivor assuring Connor there is a bright light at the end of this dark tunnel.
It moved me to tears.
In a statement, Connor's father, Kevin, offering sincere thanks to supporters. The words of concern posted for Connor on this site have lifted his spirits each day. Connor, a music major at the University of Miami, remains at Bellevue Hospital in New York and has suffered complications from a recent surgery that has led to an infection.
He is a very strong person. They are a strong family, and absolutely he will come through this.
In his statement, Connor's father says the family does not believe that the source of the explosion was simply homemade fireworks that someone left in the park. Authorities in New York have not named any suspects, but the Golden family is anxious for that to happen and for police to make an arrest. In Vienna, Jeff Goldberg, ABC 7 News.
Six Flags reopened in Upper Marlboro about 2 hours ago after being closed for most of today. Police scoured the park for hours after not 1 but 2 suspicious packages were found. In the end, neither posed any threat.
Okay, that's good to hear. That would be a nice place to be out in one of the little water spots out there.
Yeah, it is humid it's hot today.
Yeah, and tomorrow even higher noticeably higher temperatures and higher heat index or feels like numbers. Tomorrow's gonna be a tough day weather-wise here.
Okay.
Let's jump into it on a Wednesday here and tell you our weather story. We can start with a time lapse from Pilate High School in Laurel. 77 was warmer, but you'll see why it's cooler. Had some showers form up and move overhead. They dropped a little rain and then moved out, and the skies brightened for a bit. And then more showers just came in recently in the area. The winds are calm now. So we've got an atmosphere that is trying its best to produce showers and storms, but most of them continue to be split west and east of Metro Washington. Here's the big picture for you. Showers, some storms north and west of Interstate 81, a few more Charlottesville and farther south through Virginia. A couple little individual ones showing up now just in the foothills off to the west. And then east of Washington, we have showers and have had some pretty persistent heavy rain. We're finding right now this kind of polygon here in green. That's a flood warning in effect now for parts of Anne Arundel County, especially north 450 area there in northwestern Anne Arundel County, where they've had heavy rain, more showers and storms stretching to northern Calvert, a few more popping up just south and east of BWI. And this is a funny little line here. You see this? Watch. This isn't precipitation. This is a little atmospheric boundary the Doppler radar is picking up. Could be an outflow from these storms. Also, there's been a warm front kind of separating the hot stuff here and the cooler stuff here. So oftentimes in this situation, this little boundary here will act as a focus in the atmosphere to develop new showers and storms. So we'll keep a close eye on the metro corridor here over the next hour or so. Otherwise, the heaviest action continues to the south. We have yet another area off to the west we'll keep an eye on. Not out of the question, some of this could survive its trip over the mountains overnight and give parts of our area a few leftover showers with a very warm and muggy night ahead. Our futurecast doesn't show so much of that as it does a continued flow of southerly winds, keeping us warm and humid overnight. Our futurecast for the morning shows some scattered showers to the north and west. As we get through the day tomorrow, it gives us an opportunity for showers and storms to pop up here and there. The main thing is going to be the heat and humidity.